Hello, everyone. It is week 7 of my 9-week mini cut. It is currently Wednesday. Monday, the kids had off from school, so I spent an extra vlog free day with them. And then yesterday, I was just busy getting caught up on everything from the long weekend. So, yesterday, I did go do an upper body session at the gym. So, today will be a lower body day. I stuck to my macros. I cooked all my meals at home. I'm still at 1,600 calories, Mediterranean keto style eating. And this week, I'm definitely going to focus on all home cooked meals and not going out to eat. I feel like last week I really overdid it with going out to restaurants. So this week, my goal is to get under 135 pounds. So fingers crossed that that happens. I have a feeling it will if I am sticking to my macros, cooking everything at home where I can control what's in my food, and still going to the gym at least 4 times during the week. One thing I did differently in last week's vlog is I did not put the screenshot of my macros at the end of every day. And that's just because I've been hitting my macros. Like I'm usually within like 50 calories of my target macros. So I feel like it was starting to just not be that helpful to see. But if you want me to bring it back, let me know in the comments and I can do that in the last couple of vlogs for this mini cut. But for now, I'm just going to leave it out unless you want me to bring it back. So I am going to go make some breakfast and I'll probably hit the gym sometime after lunch. Breakfast this morning is an egg scramble made with 2 eggs, some mushrooms, a little bit of red onion, salami, and mozzarella cheese. Look at this soaking wet chicken. This wet parrot. He just took a bath. Hi. I came in here to get my shoes on and I came in to find him just dripping wet. Hello. A lot of you have said you like seeing the birds in the videos, so they will continue to make appearances. But I am going to put on my shoes and head to the gym, even though I haven't had lunch yet, because I'm just not hungry yet. So I'm sure I'll be hungry after a good workout. Leg day is done and I am starving. So I'm gonna go home and make lunch, but just so you know what I did in the gym today, I did a 20-minute warm-up on the elliptical, and then I did squats, I did leg extensions, hamstring curls, and weighted glute bridges or hip thrust, whatever you want to call them. So I am like shaky from the waist down, which is a good thing. So I am going to go home and make some lunch now. So lunch today is chicken with pesto sauce and some zucchini. I just kind of stir-fried everything together in one pan. And along with this, I will also be having a Too Good yogurt. Quick snack time. I have some whipped heavy cream with stevia and strawberries. So I'm about to go start making dinner, and what I make for dinner might surprise you. So for dinner tonight, I am making chicken fried rice. Now, I know that sounds like it is not keto or Mediterranean, but I don't use rice. I use riced cauliflower, so that takes care of the keto issue. And while fried rice is not traditionally found in Mediterranean cuisine, I am still following the Mediterranean diet principles. So I am using all clean, whole foods. Now, the one exception here would be the fact that I am using a little bit of soy sauce. That's definitely not Mediterranean, but it gives you a way to add some variety, to add some new flavors into your diet while still following both the keto and Mediterranean principles. So if every now and then you need to switch up the flavor profile, this is a good way to do that. So I'm going to show you exactly what I put in this meal. Just for the record, I could eat Mediterranean food every single day. I never get bored of that flavor profile, but I just wanted to show you that there are ways you can switch it up. Okay, so this dish is very easy to make. You just need some riced cauliflower, chicken, eggs, green onions, and soy sauce. So for the riced cauliflower, you can rice your own or you can buy it already riced in the freezer section. I usually get the riced cauliflower that is plain with no other veggies, but because this is a chicken fried rice, I got the ones that have a little bit of peas and carrots in it. So you can see here it's 3 servings per container, but Steve and I will be splitting this, so I'll actually be having a serving and a half. And it is 5 grams of carbs per serving, but 2 of those 5 grams are fiber. So only 3 grams of net carbs. But for me, more like 4 grams of net carbs because I'll be having a serving and a half. So here is what it looks like when it's done. Looks pretty good. Good morning. Today's breakfast is going to be a smoothie with hazelnut milk, some Too Good yogurt, strawberries, heavy cream, and ice. So I am headed out to do some shopping. I just finished lunch, which was a Greek chicken salad, the same one you've seen me make a few times during these vlogs, except I added some extra chicken, so my protein is quite high for the day, which is good because the dinner I'm making isn't really that high in protein, so that kind of evens everything out, so I should still hit my macros by the end of the day. I am taking a rest day from the gym today, so shopping will be my cardio. And this weekend I am going to go play tennis with Steve and the kids, but I do still want to hit the gym another 2 times before the week is over. I also wanted to take a second to answer a couple of questions that I have been asked. One being, how am I not hungry when I'm only eating 1,600 calories a day, but I am as active as I am? And the reason is because fat is so filling. Remember, fat is a slow burning fuel. It's not quick burning like carbohydrates, so it makes you feel fuller longer. Now, the only reason that my calories are even this low is because I have a deadline and a physique goal. Now, realistically, I could be doing this mini cut with higher calories. I could be at 1,800 calories and still be seeing results. They just wouldn't be as quick. And another question I've been asked is, why am I cutting back on the calories during this mini cut when calories on the ketogenic diet don't matter? It's not that they don't matter, it's just that you can get away with eating a lot more calories on a ketogenic diet because a calorie is not a calorie. It's not just a calorie is a calorie is a calorie. It is a hormonal thing. It is a blood sugar thing. I could go super in depth in that topic and make an entire video explaining how and why all of that works. But yes, it's true. You can eat a lot more on the ketogenic diet than you can on the standard American diet, and it has to do with the carbohydrates and the body's hormone response. But even though, like I said, I know I would see results even if I had higher calories, I'm just wanting to fast track everything. So if you are in a state of ketosis and have lower calories, you are going to lose weight a lot faster than if you had just kept your calories the same, but put yourself in a ketogenic state. So I hope that makes sense, even though I didn't go too in depth on the topic. That is why I'm not hungry, even though I'm only eating 1,600 calories a day. And that is why I am eating 1,600 calories a day as opposed to 1,800 or 2,000 on the ketogenic diet. Okay, I'm going to go get some shopping done and I will see you at dinner. Dinner tonight is zucchini bolognese. So I've got my pasta sauce, 0 sugar added, and ground beef and zucchini, and I'll top this with some mozzarella and Parmesan cheese. It is Saturday and we decided to take the kids out to play tennis. I only made it to the gym 3 times this week, but that's okay. So, tennis is something that we started playing as a family when we were on vacation in Miami. They had a rooftop tennis court and we had so much fun. None of us really know how to play and we're not very good. We don't really know what we're doing, but we always have a blast together when we play. So it's a great way for Steve and I to stay active and for the kids to stay active as well. My daughter took this video of me and Steve playing, which I thought was really sweet. You can tell I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's a good way to stay active on a rest day from the gym. So the kids wanted meatloaf for dinner tonight. Again, not very Mediterranean, but I still followed the Mediterranean principles and I served it with a side of sauteed veggies. It is the evening and I just finished my skincare, so I am super shiny. Maybe I should, no, it's fine. It doesn't matter. We're all friends here. Okay. Shiny face because skincare. So, I wanted to take a minute and answer a question that I have been asked at least a dozen times this week. And it actually really makes me happy because it just shows that there are plenty of moms who are watching my channel. And the question is, what the heck do my kids eat? And do they eat the same things as me? So the answer here is yes and no. So it's kind of a blend. It's like 50-50. So, for example, my two oldest, if it's a weekday where there's school, neither of them eat breakfast. They have never been big breakfast people. They're not hungry at all for breakfast. So they don't eat breakfast at home. They don't eat breakfast at school. They just wait until lunchtime. My youngest starts school much later, so she does eat breakfast. She eats it at home, and I usually cook her eggs and a side of avocado. So for her, it's a very healthy keto breakfast that's easy for me to make in the morning. Then come lunchtime, all of them eat at school. So they do eat whatever the school lunch is with their friends. It's more of a social thing for them, and that's perfectly fine. Then when they get home from school, they all grab a snack, which could be a cheese stick or a Too Good yogurt, maybe some berries. It just depends on what we have. And then for dinner, it depends on what I'm making. So sometimes they will eat exactly what I'm eating the way that I prepared it. Other times I'll have to modify it a little bit for them. And every now and then I'll make something that they really don't want to eat, in which case they'll just have something completely separate, but that does not happen very often. So an example of that would be if I make fish for Steve and I, like fish and a side of sauteed veggies. They don't like fish and they don't super care for the sauteed veggies. So in that case, I'll make them something completely different. An example of where I just kind of modify things would be like spaghetti night. I will have shredded zucchini and then the beef and pasta sauce. And the pasta sauce is a very low carb, no sugar added sauce. They will have the same meat, the same sauce, but they won't have the zucchini noodles. They will have regular noodles. And then an example of something where I don't have to make any modifications at all. They love charcuterie night. So sometimes I won't actually cook anything. I'll just prepare like a giant charcuterie board for the 5 of us to share. And they love that. Also, steak night with some veggies on the grill. They like that as well. So it really just depends. And then on the weekends when there is no school, dinners are just as I described. Lunches, it depends on if I'm making lunch for everyone or if they are making lunch for themselves or if they are going to friends' houses. And then in the morning for breakfast, it will be eggs and whatever for a side. Could be berries, could be yogurt, could be avocado. So I would say they definitely eat healthier than most children in America, but I'm not super strict with them to the point where like they have to bring their lunch from home and they can't have any of the candy that their friends brought to school, or at sleepovers they can't eat over there with that family for dinner. I'm not going to pretend like we don't live in the world we live in. I know that there is a lot of highly processed foods that are readily available for them, but I do make sure that they know that that is not the healthiest option, and I make sure that they do know what healthy looks like so that way they are armed with the correct knowledge. I just don't want them to grow up like I did as a child, learning that the standard American diet was the way to go and that super high carbs were good and really, really low fat was good. And I just ate so much carbs, just overloaded my body to the point where my pancreas was like, good God, woman, I quit. And that's why I became insulin resistant. And I didn't have good metabolic health. Like I really wreaked havoc on my body, not on purpose, but just because I didn't know any better. So I don't prevent them from having fun. I don't prevent them from trying tasty foods, but I do make sure that that is not the majority of their diet. And I do make sure that they have a better understanding of nutrition than I had when I was growing up. So they are not keto, but they definitely eat less carbs than most children. And they sometimes eat the exact same thing that I eat, but a lot of times there are certain modifications, and very, very rarely I'll have to make them something different altogether. So I hope that that answer was helpful. And in my cookbook that I'm writing, I'm actually going to have a little icon that marks certain recipes as kid-friendly, meaning that they are recipes that get a big thumbs up from my kid. It's things that they like eating, so hopefully your kids like eating those as well. So yeah, that's what my kids eat. Hello, it is Sunday, so here are the results for this week. Last week I weighed in at 135.2, and today I have weighed in at 134.6, so I am officially under 135, which is really exciting for me. And I still have a couple weeks of this cut left, so we'll see how lean I can get. My waist measurement went down too, which is nice because that's the first time in 3 weeks. And I went from 25.75 inches down to 25.5 inches. So very happy with the progress. I'm kind of like in this weird in-between size thing when it comes to my swimsuit. So the maroon colored bottoms that I was wearing throughout most of this mini cut series for my physique check video, oh hello Louie, is now too big for me. There's like excess fabric in areas that do not look good. And the animal print ones that I put in today's video are too small. So I may have to go swimsuit shopping before my vacation. Are you making an appearance? So I still have a couple weeks left. I'm really... Thanks. So I have a couple weeks left. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm keeping my calories the same and keeping the gym protocol the same as well. And who knows, maybe I might get down to 133. So that would be exciting, huh? Yeah. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you when I'm on vacation. So I hope you found watching what I eat helpful, the exercise helpful, answering all of the questions that I've been asked recently helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Have a fabulous rest of the day. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you soon. Bye. I'm gonna miss you when I'm on vacation. A whole week I'm gonna be gone. I know. Do you like being in the vlog? People like you. You're quite popular.